So we are back with a brand new episode of Walkin Talkin with Tim, and my guest today is the one and only Alex DiTullio, who is the Vice President of Residential Lending.
Hit it on the head. That was perfect. Excellent.
For William Penn Bank.
Beautiful. That's it. Exactly.
Look at me go. My first day. So let's start out by having you tell the world, Alex, tell them what it is exactly that you do at William Penn.
Yeah, so simply put, I oversee all of our mortgage lending. So whether you need a home equity loan to do some renovations in your home, you want to purchase your first home, you want to purchase a vacation home, an investment property, I handle all of that for the bank.
See that? It seems almost too easy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very easy. There's no complications in lending whatsoever. Come see me. We'll just, I'll go write you a check and you can get a mortgage.
Commercial? Everyone's approved.
Yeah, it's that simple. So, but hey, I do try to make it easy and user-friendly for people and make them feel comfortable in what is a complicated process.
Well, we did talk about that too. And we talked about the fact that we both are fans of, doing business face-to-face, right? So, I still go to the bank. I like to go in the bank and talk to the people that are in the bank, the tellers, whoever, and the customer service, the lenders. I like being face-to-face, especially when we're dealing with money. I'm not a fan of hitting up my phone, and I don't have Venmo. It's just not my thing, But you said that you enjoy it too. You enjoy, people coming to the bank and actually sitting and talking to them.
100%. It's one of the few places you can work. I think that you see the same people come in every week, so you get to know them. It almost feels like you're working, at a bar, right? An episode of Cheers, where people come in, you know their name, they know your name. You'll ask them how their family is, what's going on. And it's so rare because everything's so digital anymore. And, that human aspect of business is definitely kind of fleeting a little. Yeah. So for us to be able to still have it and have that community feel, it's something that makes it really enjoyable for me to go to work every day.
Right. So, and I agree. I mean, I said somebody tell me I think it was today or the other day, said, you're a kind of person that likes to talk to everybody. And the reality is I'm kind of a forced extrovert, right? I don't really like all that much because, sometimes it's just overwhelming, right? But they're right in the fact that, when it's just one-on-one and you're doing stuff with someone that you deal with all the time, it's great to have that rapport.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, it's trust, especially in business. I mean, people that trust you're going to work with, and
Absolutely.
Vice versa. So, when it comes to financial decisions and things that are that important in nature, I know I personally wouldn't do a lot of that without taking the time to get to know the person I'm doing business with.
Right.
So I try to bring that to the table for my customers and my clients and vice versa.
Amen. So you told me you're from Northeast Philly, originally.
Yeah, originally. Yeah, I come a long way. Yes, yeah. Yeah, Northeast Philly, typical, Catholic grade school kid, family, Northeast Philly. But look, my heart's in South Jersey and my life's here, so right. I do enjoy it.
You said that your family has always been here, right? Your family grew up. You said you've been back and forth across the bridge with your family, but mostly in Philly.
Correct. Yeah, they were Philly people. I mean, they eventually got to the point, as many did, that they migrated out to the suburbs in South Jersey and the whole deal. But it's always good going back and being back and kind of getting that feel. So it's nice to know that we're that close and still have that sense of home. But yeah, this has been the area that I've been my whole life, and it's hard to imagine leaving. You get comfortable and you get comfortable with people and family and friends, and I'm a happy and a lucky man.
Amen. So you've been married for 12 years, you said.
Correct.
To Hillary.
That's it. You got that. Glad you said it, not me. But yeah, absolutely.
I got it. And you said, you told me, and Hillary, he actually said this, he's married to his best friend.
That's it. I mean, honestly, I think that's the secret. If anybody asks you, no, you spend time with someone, you spend all that time. And like when you ask me, hey, how long has it been? And I told you, when you're spending time with someone that you're happy with, you realize it when people mention it to you, but you don't think of it in the moment because life's really good. Fast. It does go too fast, but that makes it so important to be able to enjoy every day and realize that, hey, in a moment that, I'm with someone I love and that I enjoy being with.
Right. And speaking of enjoying being with her, you're going on a lot of, you said you like to travel.
Love to, yes, absolutely. We're fortunate to be able to have the opportunity, and yeah, it's a favorite pastime.
And you told me that your favorite trip so far was your trip to Colorado.
100%. It was a good combination of getting to see. I have my stepbrother's out there, lives out there, proud of him. He took the chance, left New Jersey, and moved out on a whim. And he's been there a number of years now, probably going on 10 years. And we went out to visit him. We spent time in Colorado Springs, where he's from. Also Golden, where Coors Light. I think we're all familiar with that. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know. You're on 75 hard, but not, a few here and there. And it was, I said to you, it was the place that I most felt like I could just settle down and not ever come back. And if you get to travel a few places like that in your time during life, it's a good thing.
It's definitely. I was just there, so I mean, it's amazing. Colorado is just mind blowing.
Yeah, the open air is nice. Not that I mind. Yes, the views you can't.
Incredible.
Yeah, I feel like you're in a different planet sometimes.
100%. So, you also said that you were a fan of Disney, because I told you I was a fan of Disney. So, so here's my question for Disney is, so what's your favorite hotel? What's your favorite park?
My favorite park, well, we did, I guess it was, MGM. Where was the Tower of Terror? That was the last place we went to. Yeah. I know it's not now, the Tower of Terror.
Studios now.
Yes. That was the one that we enjoyed the most. I think my wife would say Epcot, which is the second. Yeah, the Rock and Roller Coaster. I mean, you're speaking my language. That's awesome. And I think we stayed at the Floridian, which was very cool.
Oh, it's the nicest, one of the nicest.
Yeah, very nice.
Swanky young man you are.
Look, I came from our senior trip. We did the sports park, which was very cool too. I mean, that was a typical one.
Yeah.
But anytime I'm there, it's a place where, there's not a bad place to stay, because it's Magic Kingdom. It's the happiest place on earth.
100%. So, speaking of sports, nice shirt, my friend.
Yeah, I had to rep this. This was a big part of, me becoming kind of the journey that I've been on, fitness-wise and health-wise. And you getting me involved with this, and I was happy to get to be a part of it, the first inaugural run.
So let's back up the bus and talk about that a little bit. Can I open that can?
Please, you open any can you like. I'm here.
So you said that you were watching some of the stuff during COVID that we were doing, and 75 hard. I was doing a lot of that stuff and posting a lot about it, and you were kind of watching it, going, you know what, I need to do this, and you started to get involved, right? You started to say, I'm going to get myself together. You told me you were over 290 pounds.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, it was 292 pouns at my largest, heaviest, whatever you would call it.
This guy's, you're shorter than me.
Yeah, it was. I was in a bad place, probably.
Your back probably hurt.
Back hurt. Everything
Knees
hurt. The clothes were. It was a bad situation, and I wear suits to work. So suits on a big 300-pound man aren't. Some can pull it off. I wasn't pulling it off very well. And my doctor wasn't happy. I wanted to be around for my wife and my family. So with the encouragement of seeing again a lot of the people that I respect and I've got to network with and meet, take their health seriously and really put it in the forefront and put themselves out there. It gave me a lot of confidence to be able to start taking some steps and
it's
literally
a big deal, man. Like, you're running now regularly. I mean, look at this guy. This guy was 292 pounds. You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, there's some unflattering photos we can share off screen.
And it's funny because I was watching you go to events and I'm thinking, he's getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and I didn't know. You don't realize, the magnitude, because I didn't know, It's because I went through something very similar. I told you, I think I was over 260, and I got myself down in my first round to like 200 pounds, and it's a big deal when you lose that kind of weight, no matter who you are, whether it's 20 pounds, 50 pounds, 100 pounds. It's a lot. It's a total life change, right? How did you feel? How do you feel? Tell me how you feel now, health-wise, compared to how you felt at 292.
Day to day. Yeah, day to day, it's incredible. I mean, you sleep better, you feel better, you have more energy. I mean, I know I was on the golf course last week. We're doing an event, the Gloucester Chamber. Shout out to them. Was doing their annual golf outing, and people were in the cart that I was with from my bank, and I was running around and grabbing the balls in the cart, and they go, "Where does this energy come from?" And I said, "You know what? When you're running and you're in, and you have this kind of energy, and you're working out, and you're feeling good, it just changes your whole life and gives you such a different perspective on things." But
eating right.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the subtle changes and just not being, miserable with yourself and what the person the health-wise, just
building
that
positive
really does.
habits
Absolutely.
is what it's all about.
Yes.
If your habit is sitting on the couch eating a bag of Doritos, drinking a beer,
I had a bad habit, yeah.
It's probably not going to change.
That's easy enough. It sounds.
It's hard.
Yeah.
I was walking around with somebody the other day and had a conversation, and it came up, and I said, and it hit me, and I went, "It's hard to win on the couch, man."
I love it. I mean, you said that to me tonight, and it's something.
It's hard to win when you're sitting on the couch.
Right. Absolutely, just get out there.
I don't care what I don't care what we're talking about. I don't care if you're talking about in your relationship. I don't care if you're talking about at work. I don't care if you're talking about with your exercise. I don't care what it is. It's hard to win when you're sitting on the couch.
You're 100%, and to me, when people ask me, it's like, hey, what did you do? What is this and that? I mean, there's a lot of different things and ways you can go about it. But honestly, we're blessed, and if you have the ability to, just put a pair of shoes on and get out, start walking, start jogging, start running, and just do it a little, and it gets easier. The hard part's doing it every day, but it does get easier as you do it. You're able to run longer. You're able to run a little bit faster.
Yeah. And
that feeling, I mean, it's I'm a pretty simple guy and simple taste in life, but that is as good as a feeling as you'll have.
And you're a community guy, so we're walking through Woodbury Heights right now. So Alex used to be essentially my neighbor, So you used to live right near where we're walking.
Yes,
right
yeah, we just passed it a couple blocks back. Great house in town. Life takes you a number of twists and turns, and I'm in Hatton Heights right now in a little different place, but this town meant a lot to me the time I was here.
Yeah.
Developed some really good relationships, and this is where I started doing my running. I was saying to Tim when we're going, I said I would go from here up to Dave Kryshak's place, the catering hall, and back, and that was my 3 miles, and I would do it in the morning.
Yeah.
And it felt amazing, so it's cool to kind of take a little trip down memory lane.
I remember in the beginning of doing these interviews, you yelling from one of the side streets.
Yeah, I did a little fanboy moment. I didn't know who
it was. I'm like, hey, who was that? That's cool.
I told my wife, and she looked at me like I had 3 heads, because she is not, she's a teacher.
That was great.
Yeah, so she doesn't do the LinkedIn and the whole deal.
Yeah.
And she was, what are you doing? I said, oh, you don't realize this is a big deal. We just had a moment here. So,
right? It was fun, though. We have a lot of fun doing this kind of stuff, because it just shines a light on what other people are doing. And so the last thing I want to talk about was you being a big part of the SJYPA.
Correct, yes. Thank you. No, I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to talk about it. Yeah, so I'm the vice president right now of the South Jersey Young Professional Association. I encourage everyone, please, I'll share a little bit. Check our socials out, SJYPA on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. We are a nonprofit, and it's been around for over 20 years in the South Jersey area.
Yep.
It's a way for people that are younger, they're developing their careers. I'm probably a little bit on the older side and trying to turn it over to that younger generation, but I do see some people that, encourages me when I'm out and about. I know Tim's the same way. When you see younger people starting their journey, starting to put themselves out, network a little, get to grow themselves, grow their community. And we make that a focus, along with helping some really good organizations, charitable organizations. So we are going to put some different event information out. We have a big gala coming up. That's our annual, and that's going to be Kentucky Derby Saturday. It's got a little time to prep, but
there you go.
Keep on the lookout for that.
Giddy up. So if people want to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
Yeah, for one, if you want to call to anything business-wise, if you have any questions on mortgages, home equity loans, things like that, please go to the William Penn Bank website. All of my contact information's there. You'll be able to see my email, my work phone. And then on my social, please go check Alex DiTullio on LinkedIn. Hey, I love to connect with people, love getting to meet new people and help people in any way I can.
Easiest guy to talk to you're ever going to meet. The guy's he's a great guy.
Hey, right back at you. Thanks.
Listen, thanks for being on.
Thanks for having me. This was an awesome experience. I really appreciate it.
And listen, everybody out there, keep on walking, keep on moving. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Go look for me on YouTube. And remember, listen, guys, this whole thing's powered by Telecorp Technologies, and we appreciate you watching. And we will see you next time on Walkin and Talkin with
Alex DiTullio. I was going to say with Tim Jennings, with Alex DiTullio. That's good. Okay. You're giving me that's good. Okay. Do we do
Peace, y'all.